All right. Without further ado, man, welcome to another episode of Interviews with the Foreign Magazine. And today, man, as you can see, man, we looking at the drip. You feel me? We see the jewelry. We see, you feel me? Just Detroitism. You feel me? All over, man. We got none other than GuyLordeDega in the building. What's going on, my brother? How you feeling?
I can't complain at all. I'm feeling good, feeling blessed.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? We did have that problem with 313 day yesterday, but it's still 313. We still in here.
Even just going straight into that, though, you know what I mean? To be excited about an event such as Detroit, you know, 313 day, and for unforeseen circumstances like that to take place where the whole thing had to be canceled. How did you take that? How did you feel, and what's your perspective even after seeing Chanel, you know, make the announcement? What's your thoughts on that?
So, you know, really, be honest with you, you know, it was unforeseen for all of us. I can't believe it happened. Really, I really can't believe it happened because it was so big, and then, you know what I'm saying, what was going on. But I think at this point, it's time for us to go harder, though. You know, we've been going hard, but I think it's time for us to go harder. You know what I'm saying? We got to show him what, you know what I'm saying, who he is for real, because that was crazy.
No, real talk,
man. You know
what
I'm saying? At this point, you know, and this is how I'm feeling right now. It's like, you know, we doing so great. You know what I'm saying? There always got to be something or somebody to come in and do something like that.
And you would think that'd be an alley-oop, you know what I mean, for the venues to have, like, when you look at Doug event and how it was packed out. I'm talking about went crazy. Even though you had Dirk and you had a lot of big acts on there, I'm still to the belief that it would have went crazy even if it was an all Detroit you know, thing. You would think that they would allow something like that to happen, but word is that they actually like a little scared to have a whole Detroit, you know. What's your thoughts on that? Do you feel that Detroit still have to do work in terms of attending events and keeping it professional, whether that be too many people on stage, whether that be fights or altercations taking place? Do you feel like we at the point where we can handle that, or do you feel like we still got a lot of work to, you know, to do in that space?
To be honest, I think we really there. We just ain't get the chance to really prove it this time. But the money coming first. We from Detroit. The money coming first. You know what I'm saying? So they not seeing it like that, of course. They not seeing it like that. You know what I'm saying? The money coming first for us. So now I'm starting to see it. Like, you know, people that was beefing all this time coming together.
Real talk.
You see what I'm saying? So it just, you know, that could have really changed the narrative and really so people could really see.
You saying we could have showed y'all that we on a different type of time.
That was going to be my first performance ever on the event. You feel me? But it's just like, you know what I'm saying? So it was big for me for sure. But I'm still looking at it as the city, like, you know what I'm saying? That looked crazy for us overall.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying? Because I know everybody, you know what I'm saying? The background, like I know everybody, you know what I'm saying? And we've been putting in overtime, so, you know.
No doubt.
It's just like we want to be able to get the opportunity to show people, but you know,
no doubt, 100%.
We weren't able to do it.
You know, when you say we about to get into a little bit of your journey, because when you say that was gonna be my first performance, you know, as we talked about before, man, you've done a lot of things behind the scenes, but now you on the opposite end of the camera. You get what I'm saying? You know, now you in the chair getting interviewed. You see what I'm saying? Now you you know, doing music videos and, you know, just getting your music out there and stuff like that. This musical journey is something that you've begun recently, right? But let's go a little bit back, and we're going to lead up into the music, man. Talk a little bit about your early, humble beginnings. Talk a little bit about your artistry and some of the things that you've done that people may not be aware of, and then we'll come up to the music.
Okay. All right, so really, you know, it really kind of, when I was, this why it's so humbling and it's so crazy that I'm here, because, you know, I went to prison at about 15, you know, stuff like that. So I went to prison, you know, that's where I met Dega, you know, Photo Dega, you know, a lot of people, it was a lot of us in there that was really doing something. But, you know, that's really where the penmanship and the artistry came from. Like, you know, I'm in there drawing for money. You know what I'm saying? I'm in there rapping, freestyling just to get stuff off my chest.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it turned to something else, but that's really what's going on.
Yeah.
I was almost like, you know, they called me Little Brother Malcolm. I had the Ray-Ban shirt tucked in. Like, for real. Like, I was like that though.
Real
you know what I'm saying? I'm still like that. Like, I like stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I'm here on the interview, because, you know, people different. And there's a lot of different stuff going on. And I still was myself in the midst of them being what they was. You know what I'm saying? Still stood on what I stood on. Still moved how I wanted to move. At the same time, that was the only reason I could get by doing what I was doing, because I wasn't faking. You know what I'm saying? So even me going through all the stuff I'm going through now, I'm still being myself through it all. And that's really the message I want to send to people.
Yeah.
Like I come from humble beginnings for real. You know what I'm saying? And now we here. So the beginning, it came from the prison, being an inspiration. Before that, we can go back before that, my little brother father was a rapper. His name was Sweet Life. You know what I'm saying? He was with Live Action Entertainment. They was going crazy back then. Songs with Big Hurt, Rock Bottom, all them, you know, Blade and all them. He was doing it big. So he really, from the beginning, kind of inspired me, because I lived in that lifestyle. And then we already, you know, we trapping and doing, you know, I'm seeing all this growing up. You know what I'm saying? So that really was the first inspiration. Like, dang, he getting paid to talk shit, to tell us what's going on in our life.
Let me go ahead and,
all right,
you know,
let me freestyle. So I got to doing it in the hood. You know, people like, he tripping around here. I already was tripping, but, you know, and that's really the start of it. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, we moved to Florida, came back. You know, I'm getting back used to what we got going on. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm getting in the streets now, you know, prisoners, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, and that's something too, bro, like, because at 15 years old, for you to go to prison, you know, which is a young age.
Yeah, that's crazy. Now that I
you know what I mean?
And see a 16-year-old right now and look at him and be like,
you know,
that's crazy.
When you think back on those times, what was it that made you even want to get involved in the streets? And, you know, put you in a position to where you had to go to prison. I mean, of course, you ain't got to go into detail or whatever, but just what inspired you to even want to take that route, you know what I mean, at a young age?
Yeah, this was the crazy part. This is why I'm doing what I'm doing right now.
I want to make sure.
That's why I'm doing what I'm doing right now. Because it wasn't no guidance. It wasn't nothing to really see. You know, I'm boxing at the time, hooping. You know, I'm playing football. Everybody like, he's the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? But there's no guidance. There's nobody to really show me what's really going on. So, you know, mom at work. I'm really the one, like, kind of pushing through. I'm cooking and doing stuff like that. You feel me? But it wasn't, she tried to move me out the hood. But it's like, I'm already there now. You know what I'm saying? So I just got to hang with the wrong people for real. These ain't even my type of people to be hanging with.
Real talk.
So I got caught up. Hang with the wrong people, and that's what happened. But
and that's how it go too. Oftentimes, you know, you could be a solid young guy, you know, come from good parenting, you know, where people teach you. And when I say good parenting, I ain't even speaking on a financial aspect, but just, you know, morals, values, integrity. That's why when you went to prison, you was able to still be who you are, because it's those lessons that you got. You know, 15 years old, going to prison, first experiences in there that made you just kind of be like, oh yeah, this
I ain't
real.
Coming back. Oh wait, hold on. Hold on. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot going on in there though, for real, because we was all young for real, so they put young people together. And you know, what I say is like, that was the craziest you really could do, because we all fools, low key. You know what I'm saying? So there was a lot of experiences in there to teach me, but it was more so for me seeing them go through this. I'm already in prison, so now I don't need no more teachers. I'm watching y'all now, so now I'm looking at them, you know, people getting the scrap stat, you know, wars. You know, wars changed my aspect on it. And then, you know, the other situations that be going on in there, like, you know, people going through what they going through far as like they manhood, you know, just, you know, standing up and keeping their manhood, stuff like that, like, changed my life for sure. Just on the aspect of looking at it. You gotta look at the right people.
How, if I may ask, how long was you, you know, in that situation?
3.5 years. 3.5. I got out at 20.
Yeah.
Like at 20, so got on a bond 15, still was 15 birthday, then turned 16, went in there. Yeah.
When you came home, did you have it all out your system, man? Like the streets, or was you still, like, was your mind still?
Hell no. I can say hell no.
Yeah, you
hell no. I'm still fighting the shit now. I'm just now getting over it. Like, cut everybody off, stop hanging with people, got to get my mind right. It's just now happening right now. And as soon as I start doing it right now, stuff start going good.
What's been the reason for you to, you know, choose to make those decisions now?
It all started from, like, I don't need to hang with nobody. You know what I'm saying? So the decisions I'm making coming from me and God directly, like from my top. Like, okay, this is what you need to do. You know, you get all the noise that everybody telling you what you need to do, but then, you know, you get to a point, I got to a point, like, I don't need to hear nobody else saying nothing. Nobody in no good position, how I'm looking at it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to get back to me and God. So now it's at that point where it's like, I'm going to go in the room and talk to myself, you know what I'm saying, and get my answer I need. You know, because nobody really can tell me the answer. You know what I'm saying? Every time I get another answer, it's something else. And then when I tell them my answer, people be like, oh yeah, you don't need no help. That's the answer. So I'm like, I'm about to just go ahead and just do my thing.
Real talk. And sometimes, bro, that's what we gotta do. Like, we gotta trust self, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. That thought that's within.
That's fire.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When we allow outside noise to interfere with
that's fire.
What's going on here, that's when all the bad shit happen.
Right,
if you follow what they call your first mind,
intuition,
you know, which is really, you know, I mean, everybody got their own belief, which is really God, though. You know what I mean?
It's the God in you.
Yeah.
Was it ever wrong with you?
Say that one more time.
Was it ever wrong with you? Like,
no, not with me. But every time I went against it, you feel me? It was bad.
That's what I'm saying.
All bad.
I'm going against what I believe. Like, I stand on this. I'm a hustler. I stand on this. To this day, I'm a businessman first, and then I go into hustling. But I'm a hustler. I ain't got no business robbing people and doing nothing crazy like that.
Real talk.
That's not my lane, so I went to prison for it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to handle that like that. I've never been the type to make an excuse. I'm going to handle. I did that. So basically, that's what comes from that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to teach my son now. Like, son, listen, you can act a fool, but just know when you do, you're going to have a consequence.
Always
There's nothing you can do.
How old is your son, if I may ask? Yo, yeah.
He's 6. He's a junior, too.
Straight
just
up.
like me.
He's
sweeter than me, yo. He's sweeter than me, though.
What's the best part about, you know, parenthood, man? Like, even with you, you know, being in the streets and stuff like that, then boom, you got a child. Like, what's the biggest thing or adjustment with that?
To make, like, to see him smile, so to make him happy for real, like. You know what I'm saying? Because he know what he's feeling. He can't express it all the way yet, but he know what he's feeling. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So, you know, you can tell him how he feel, like the average parent's trying to tell. You know, I just absorb and observe what he got going on. So I can, you know, I can kind of regulate through that. You know what I'm saying? Because me, shout out to mama, shout out to you, mama. I don't know how she did it. I ain't even gonna lie. If my son was like me, I'd be crying right now, probably. Cause I can't even think about it though.
Straight up. You said you can't even fathom. Yeah, that's a lot.
That's 15.
Yeah.
I've been tripping. I mean,
because obviously, if at 15 is when you went,
and I'm feeling like I'm grown.
It's a whole mindset. You feel me? And shit going on from 13, 14, leading up there.
See what I'm saying? Little ass boy.
Started off at 9 years old, hitting people in the head with rocks and shit.
Come on, man, tripping. I'm on top of buildings though. My police coming to get us off top of tripping. I'm talking about. I'm so appreciate you so much, mama. Like, you was the first and the start of this for real. No limit. You the guy. You the guy for real. Like, my mama is the one. For
in terms of like pops, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, what was your relationship, and like even now, you know, what's your relationship?
It kind of is the same from now to then, though. He played how he played it, and he was a good father, though. You know what I'm saying? For what he knew.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Which is important.
I gotta
and you gotta have grace with that too. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Like, I'm a father. It's like, okay, he ain't make all the right decisions, and me and him ain't that close right now.
Yeah.
But he's still, I'm still gonna let him be a father to me. Like, he's still my pops.
100.
Feel me? And it is what it is. I know what I got with him.
Real talk.
Feel me? And that's what I'm gonna just handle it like that.
Say a spade is a spade. At least I know what I know what it is.
Now for me to try to expect something different from him after 30 years.
That'd be on me.
Come on, man.
So in terms of like the music, what's been the recent spark for the music that got you going right now?
Oh man, they playing out here. You know what I'm saying? Everybody sound the same, and mind you, I've been rapping my whole life, like I told you. They playing, and I just ain't a rapper. I don't like that, like a rapper.
How would you describe your sound?
Romantic trap, like, you know, my EP drop, romantic trap, go get that. GuyLordeDega, romantic trap, was like that. Like, I'm hood, but I'm a lover boy though. You feel me? I'm a gangster.
Yeah.
With y'all, you know, it's cool.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand on that all the way. But then we got the girl side.
100.
And I'm like that too. You know what I'm saying? And I'm more like that than gangster.
But you know what? I appreciate you for saying that. You know what I mean? Because this is what I try to communicate to people through music, right? Yeah. Music is a vehicle to express yourself, right? However, being that we are human beings, there's hundreds of emotions, hundreds of vibes, hundreds of ideas that we have. And to only express the aggressive side as if that's the only feel, like you have those feelings, no matter how gangster you is, you have those feelings where you go home and cry. Yeah. Why you don't make a song about that? Yeah. No matter how gangster you is, and I'm being a little, a little vulgar. You feel me? But no matter how gangster you is, bro.
They vulgar for sure. The rappers you interview are very vulgar.
Yeah.
Go do you. You know what I'm saying?
Some of y'all about to go home right now, and whatever your girl tell you to do, you gonna do it. If she say, I ain't gonna say, but whatever it is, but you don't talk about that. Yeah. We only paint this image as if this is the only feeling that we feel. 24/7, 365. You know, when we do want to romance, sometimes we do want to. So I guess I asked you, and you kind of did explain it, but like, what was the inspiration or the thought process when you was putting the project together?
The first step, like, because I learned all over the years, you know what I was just telling you, basically, be me, do me, just do you. You know what I'm saying? I stopped, you know, the white and black noise and stuff. I had to stop listening to that. Yeah. It drive me down. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't know what I'm feeling, how it really is for real. So, you know, I'm going off of what your opinion is. And everybody got an asshole and an opinion.
Real talk.
So I'm going off of these people I love opinion. You don't know what's going on with me. You know what I'm saying? So it really was an inspiration just to be myself and just to put it out. You know what I'm saying? That was really the first step. Like, you know what? I had this music on wax probably some songs 5 years, some songs 7 years, but it's still a timeless feeling. Like, I know y'all still feeling like this. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because the stuff you said, like, y'all faking out here. That's what got me through prison. I didn't tell somebody like I ain't a lover boy or something like that. I'm me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I love women. I love doing what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? You can't be gangster 24 hours.
Real talk.
I'm watching you. I'm watching y'all.
Straight up.
I'm trying, and I can't do it. So I know you can't be gangster 24 hours.
Straight up.
You got to go to sleep.
Real
you got to have some dreams. You got to be vulnerable sometime in your life. You feel me? Y'all ain't never vulnerable. Y'all don't never feel nothing other than gangster. You lying. So now I just see it as being a lie now. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't no way. I'm a man too, and I'm a tough guy. But no emotions or feelings, or you don't feel nothing other than being tough. God forbid, and this for everybody, don't be too tough. They got guns now, technology. Tough ain't really the trend right now. You know what I'm saying? You know, being yourself the trend, so just be yourself.
Damn, that's a hell of a point, bro.
Yeah, be yourself.
Right now in this era, it's more millionaires being made off of being yourself. Like, even from the kids, like, even if they are doing weird, you get what I'm saying? Like, they being themselves.
Like that, like, I'm still trying to figure out what's going on.
Like, what is you doing, like, my mans? But it's working for him.
So
you know, can't even trip on it. So in terms of like visuals or, you know, just different things with putting your music out there, like, what has that been like? Who's some of the people that you've been working with, like, you know, team wise, like how you moving out here? Just, you know, explain some of that for us.
All right, so basically, you know, I've been doing this for a while. Like, I got music with Sada, you know, from 10 years ago. His dreads probably went long. Mine was long back then before I cut them. But, like, you know, just a journey through that. And then, you know, really I've been around everybody. So, like, they rapping, but I'm not looking at it like that. Like, V's, that's Cuz, Doug, Noam, Sada, you know, they was beefing. To see them at the game together was like... fire. You feel me? We getting money. Feel me? We looking good in the public. So I feel good about that. But, like, it really kind of started on really just being around and out there. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I wanted to ask you that too, though. Like, how, like, with you just getting like in front of the camera, how was you able to carry these relationships and connections with all of these people like early on? Like,
God, like I can't even tell you. I be surprised at myself for the most part. You know what I'm saying? I really don't know. You know, I got sis though. Sis, Dream Rich, shout out to my girl. You know what I'm saying? She turned up. Like,
for sure.
She's one of the tops and been in the top for a long time.
Facts.
So it's crazy because I kind of be knowing people before that. Like, kind of, I don't know how, but I guess it's just like aura, you know, bloodline, you know, it be certain stuff in people that just be in people.
Even watching her, you know what I mean? Watching your sister move and do what she do, definitely deserve her, you know what I mean, flowers for the work that she put hard. In. Like I always say.
And I wasn't gonna bring that up this interview either, like that's my sister, but she's just hard.
No,
she
real
hard.
talk. No, got to, bro. You know, because it's deserved. Like even though outside of interviews, you know, with people that's not you, she still get mentioned in the interviews. So it's only right.
She the girl version of me, basically. I'm moving too. I'm always gonna be moving. Whether it's famous, not famous, I'm gonna be moving. Like,
what's the most like proudest thing that you would say in just watching her journey that you know you just ultimately proud of her for?
It's recent now too. Everybody call her and don't give her no credit. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching her get the calls. And people up here with it. Everybody calling her though. All the tops calling her. You feel me? She's still struggling, going through all the stuff she's going through. And they still calling her. But they ain't really pitching no help like that. You see what I'm saying? But she the one to call, basically. So she the one to call. You feel me? And I'm knowing it. I'm watching it. You feel me? Because I'm the one to call. You see what I'm saying? So, but I'm looking at her like.
As a brother, do that make you sometimes, like, you know what I mean, want to intervene in certain things, or is
yeah, that's my big sister.
Yeah.
And I'm turned though, and I be like that. So of course, like I don't like people playing with her at all. It be about to if she wasn't like she was, it always be about to go down every time. For real, I'm being honest. It'd be, and nobody would even know, to be honest. But yeah, it'd be going down every time people playing with her. But she professional. She got what she want to see. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to go behind that. I'm going to back her up on it.
What's the biggest thing that you learned? You know, I think that's an advantage for you as you move throughout, you know, the industry or whatever, like being able to get advice, being able to get the game, being able to see her move and, you know, do what she do. What's the biggest lesson you got from her?
It all just been transparent. You know what I'm saying? The biggest lesson I got from her, and she ain't even learned the lesson she taught me yet. That's the crazy part. She ain't learned what she taught me yet. But to don't give a fuck to do me and not really care, she ain't fully there. She still care what people think, of course. And I don't expect nothing else out of her. She supposed to, in the position she in. But to let people go and not give a fuck, I'm just learning that. And I'm in an interview now.
Yeah. So don't feel bad. I'm learning that too, man.
Like I help anything move. I'm still gonna do it too, right now, just cause it make me feel good. I'm gonna help just cause it make me feel good. And I don't really expect nothing out of you because I can't expect too much out of nobody else. I do all my graphics. I do all my covers. I do everything for myself.
When did you, you said in prison when you got to writing and drawing.
Didi inspired me on the graphics. She like, I was doing tattoos at the time. She like, you need to be doing graphics. You gonna be going hard. So I'm like, I paid somebody to do my logo. And that shit was trash. I'm like, this is not vector. Like, this is terrible. I'm like, you know what? I'm about to listen to sis. Had a jug at the moment. iPads. Ain't sell one, kept it. And that's how I went. Kept that iPad. Oh yeah, this it? I'm with my finger. Oh yeah, this all? Oh yeah, I'm going crazy now. And that's how I went.
That's fire.
You know what I'm saying? Off the jug. I'm so happy, bro. So happy I was going with that. Because I never would have thought about it if I wasn't, you know what I'm saying, getting them free or, you know, getting money off them. I wouldn't have thought about that. You know, so it's just like everything kind of fall into place of exactly what I need.
Real
especially
talk.
Right now. 3 and 3 they ain't go as planned and a couple things didn't. But for everything else, as far as me personally, it's going great. So
your ultimate goal, you know, when it's all said and done with this music thing, like, is this something that you want to get rich off of? Is this something that you want to do just to make good music and express yourself? Is you cool with just a couple dollars off of? Like, how far do you see yourself going with it?
Me personally, I'm going up. You know what I'm saying? far as me, like going, you know, school, I'm in school, you know, electronic engineering. Far as me personally, I'm going up. I know what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? But far as what I want to do for everybody is kick the door in. That's my biggest thing. How Master P did it and how smooth and swiftly he did it, that's really what it is for me. Like how they just did it at the Masonic.
Yeah.
When I come through, we ain't gonna do that. That's not gonna be able to happen no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't no, I want to kick the door in officially for the whole world, the industry. You know what I'm saying? We got a different sound. We sound different. You know what I'm saying? We got whatever you want, we got it. If you want to say how we look, if you want to say how we sound, we got it all for real.
Real talk.
Real West Side nigga, like, you know what I'm saying?
West Side, what area?
Plymouth.
Let the people know, man. P-Rock.
Yeah, Joy Road to P-Rock.
Yeah.
P-Rock, hell yeah.
Straight up.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, Joy Road and P-Rock cousins.
Yeah,
down there,
we be beefing and everything.
That's crazy, though. Still be locked in, though.
Yeah, it's like that,
like, damn, how y'all beefing?
My pops from Joy Road, you know what I'm saying? My mom from Grand River, but we moved on Plymouth when I was born. So it always been that lock with me with Joy Road and Plymouth regardless of, you know what I'm saying? But then I got my whole family, God, brothers, sister, everybody from Joy Road. So it's been like that with me. I've been Plymouth ball, me and sis. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
You know, Plymouth, you know what we know for. You know what I'm saying? Getting money, one of them like that, but Joy Road be getting money. We be about action a little bit on Plymouth.
For sure. So I do got a few questions that I want to ask you. Being that, like, for the project again, state the project again, the name of it,
romantic trap music.
Romantic trap music, right? So I got a couple questions, man. Okay. What's the most romantic thing that you've ever done for a woman?
That's a good question right there. I'm an expert. Like, I love pleasing women. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's my favorite thing. Like massages, you know what I'm saying? Trips. Took some trips. That's probably the most romantic thing I did. Random trip. I'm off today. We out of here.
What is your pet peeve that you don't like if a woman do?
This probably gonna get me cancer right here. You know what I'm saying? I don't like women that ain't really in a place. I don't even know how to say it, but like, you a woman. You feel what I'm saying? You trying to come over here with doing what I'm doing. This is crazy over here. Like, women are like, you know what I'm saying? To like, I love a woman that love being a woman. That's what it is. Real tough. So if they not being it, like they trying to be gangster like me, like I'm only gangster. Like when we got the crib, I gotta be what I gotta be. In the crib, I don't want to be like that. Yeah. I don't want to be no gangster at home.
Yeah, you saying you want a woman that live in her femininity.
Not even live, bask in it.
Bask.
That's the only thing you gonna get anything out of me from.
Damn, he said not even live.
No, you can't live there. Bask there. You gotta have fun with it.
Damn.
Yeah, cause think about it. That's the only way you gonna get me to do what you want me to do. If you want me to, you gotta sweet talk me to get what you want. You ain't about to tough talk. You ain't about to take it from me. Damn. So when the women, you know, a lot of them trying to take, like, I need money, give me money. That ain't how you talk to me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You gotta ease it out of me. You'll probably get whatever you want if you ease up.
That's a hell of a point,
and
bro.
that's based off the Detroit, that's the whole Detroit motive with the women. Baby girl, you too tough for me. You ain't about to whoop me or nothing, so you wasting your time. You might as well try to get something out of me. And you ain't gonna do that being like me or tough.
Facts.
You know, that's what I bask in. You know what I'm saying? Being like that for real.
And so. You do, and that's the thing too, man, because in this time, bro, the roles is completely off balance.
I'm trying so hard to stay on what I'm on, yeah.
So you have a lot of women, and it's just to push back a little bit, right? But you got a lot of women that say, well, if more men like were actively doing what they supposed to do, then I don't have to put on those pants, or I don't have to. Do you believe that, or do you believe that a woman should be feminine or bask in her feminine regardless to what a man is doing or not doing, because that's your nature? Yeah,
I feel like both. You know what I'm saying? But it do start with the man, cause what did you she supposed to be a reflection of you. So then what you doing? For her to be, she reflecting regardless, basically. So if she off, it's a reflection of what you got going. You see what I'm saying? So they not gonna, like, man gotta take that accountability first. They came from the rib of us type shit. How you gonna be the man and you ain't hitting I wanna be the man. Money, spiritually, advice, You off on 3 of the measures, but you good at 2.
But you want 100%.
But you want 100 out of her and 50% on the bills. She about to disrespect the shit out of you.
Straight up.
She about to turn up on you. I'll be single and by myself forever before I play with her like that.
Damn, that's solid.
Yeah, I'm going through it. I'm just now getting to a point where I feel like I can do it. And she helped me doing it. So anything I'm missing, if my eyes go down one time, my head go down, it's right back up. You tripping? Boom, now I'm back in my bag. Yeah, I'm tripping. I am tripping.
How like if you was to give a percentage? Okay.
Because they started playing music next door.
All right. Dude. If you were to give a percentage of, you know, let's say behind every great or successful or
100%.
strong man. Yeah.
Before you even say it 100%. I ain't know what I'm on until I met her. I promise you, like, I know what I want to do in my life, but none of the shit's structured. So I'm here. Then I sit down. You know what I'm saying? I got her in my life. She made, okay, I'm already sitting down because now it's life going crazy. I have to sit down. God tells me to sit down. I'm getting a car accident, wild stuff happening. So I'm smart. So, okay, God tells me to sit down. Don't even get no car no more. Just figure out what's going on. In the midst of all this, it was within a year, all this stuff started happening. When I really sat down and started keeping to myself and listening to myself, it started happening. So, like, 100% of men need a good woman. Rather it's their mama, because we ain't going to play it like it's just the woman, like they with mama, sister. You got to have a good woman with you. It ain't nothing else you really can do, because you can't see that side of it.
Yeah.
Until a good woman show it to you.
Yeah, they got a different vantage point.
Yeah, way
perspective.
different.
Yeah.
You sending a man to do a woman job. I ain't ever doing that. I almost don't even got no job. I'm sending all them.
Yeah.
It's easier. It's better. That's what they here to do. They here to appease. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that better than them.
Real talk.
There's nothing you can do.
Even though, especially on the business side, you know what I mean?
Send them in.
That's talk to her.
Send her in.
Yeah, send
her in.
Talk to her. I don't want to talk to you. Talk to her.
Do that now. Like, talk to her.
And that respect too, man. There's a couple of things that a man don't want to be when talking to a woman. A man ain't about to ask for no deals. You feel me? Yeah. You gonna get all your money
in Detroit?
You gonna get all your paper. You know what I mean?
Detroit?
What?
Hold on, let me just. You got 10 on it? How you sound? You got 20 on it? How you sound
talking on the phone with a woman, and you feel me?
I ain't gonna lie, rent fucked up right now this month. Can I get 400? You about to be out of a wife, house, job, and car.
Straight up.
She ain't doing.
Especially when them shows come in too, bro. People gonna be booking you. The price is the price.
The price is the price.
You know, they ain't about to be coming short. You
but
feel
see what I'm saying?
But if they talking to you,
make it known, yeah.
But if they talking to you,
it's adjustable.
It's adjustable.
we can talk about it. She ain't having that.
No, real talk.
You know what I'm saying?
Real talk. What is your favorite color on the manicure side for a female?
French tip. French, and you can do the color with the French too. You can get orange French. You can get pink French. You could be French as hell. Different colors. You know what I'm saying? French and the feet. Either they the same color or they French too. If you ain't doing that, you almost playing.
Is it in terms of matching underwear? Are you one of them type of guys where your girl gotta have matching, or is it okay if she don't?
She can do what she want. Long as it ain't out of line, you know what I'm saying? Do what she wants. She got her own mind. She can do whatever she want to do. As long as it ain't out of line to what we got going on, I wouldn't care about them coming off.
Yeah.
Get these out of here.
Yeah, anyway.
Yeah. Real That's my job. Get them out of there.
Real talk.
I would love it. And then, women is real strategic what they do. So the right woman gonna do it anyway. She ain't gonna go in there with no unmatching draw, because that's the type of stuff they think about. Shopping and little details. They think about that all day. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? So she gonna already come fit ready when she pull a robe off or however it's coming with the underwear, because that's what they do. Like me, I'm not about to sit here and, a lot of men do it, and I ain't knocking them, but I'm not about to match my socks and my underwears up all day. I'm a gangster. I'm just putting it on.
Straight up.
And then hopefully it work out.
Real talk, right.
It work out for me.
I'm hoping he ain't see if they, you know, they white. They might, hey, look, just make sure you ain't looking at my ankles, bro. Like,
see what I'm saying? Ashy ankle.
Straight up.
You might catch me with an ashy ankle before I go off the mattress.
Ashy hands sometimes.
Yeah, like I'm a guy. You know
do you feel like, and it's just me asking, do you feel like that's borderline on the sugary side? If a man is like into himself, like, you know, cause you got some guys that's in the mirror all day. You got some guys that get their nails did. You got some guys that got it, like you say, matching underwear, matching this, making sure do you feel like that's borderline, you know, sugary, or is it cool for men to be into themselves and make sure that they?
No. For how I feel about it is, men got to take care of themselves first. We was the first ones to take care of ourselves, you know, and then it would go and trickle down to what them, you know, the different people got going on. But no, you know what I'm saying, like, take care of yourself. You know what I'm saying, as a man too. Just because you a man don't mean you can't take care of yourself how you feel you should.
Absolutely.
You can match whatever you want to match. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody business. You don't even see my underwear if I'm doing it right. I don't do no sagging and nothing, so you won't even see it if I'm doing it right. Socks, you ain't gonna see it if I'm doing it right. But if that's what you do, that's what you do. You know what I'm saying? I ain't here to tell nobody what they need to be doing, because it's a different time right now. Now I'm different. People in Detroit ain't, you know what I'm saying? People saying me like, I can't get with it right now, but you hard. So it's like, you know, I'm just trying stuff. I'm just, you know, going for what I know. It's just like he probably doing the same. You know what I'm saying? Keeping the stuff. You don't know what he got to do what he got to do. He might not be able to get women unless he keep himself up. Is that gay? No, he trying to get women.
Trying to get women. Facts,
see what I'm saying? So women like a man that's, we might not know, but women love that.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Like
I just don't do it because I don't care.
Yeah, it just ain't you.
Yeah. I'm going to look good and keep myself up regardless of how I feel, and she going to accept me for that just like I'm going to do with her. If that's what your man doing, you get with him, and now you got a problem with him, you know, that's what he do. My grandpa did it. He always got manicures and pedicures. You can't tell me nothing about him as far as software.
Being a soldier,
No, it's, you know, he in Vietnam War, pulling people's eyes out. You know, he crazy with it, but his shit manicured. Like, okay, grandpa, you thinking about your nails? I would have been tripping, but okay, that's
real talk. Real talk.
You got a lot of money, so I fuck around, get my shit manicured.
Hell
shit,
yeah,
this the way to get it.
Following your lead.
Yeah, this the way to get it. I'm getting this.
Real talk.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight up,
and
man.
I look up to grandpa. You know what I'm saying? He was a man to look up to. He was a solid, stern man, but he got his feet and nails did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As far as, you know, manicures, pedicures, keeping yourself up.
Real talk, real talk.
A lot of people ain't have a lot to cover. Like, they ain't have a lot of different people in their life to show them different experiences. I just been blessed enough to have that, and that's why I'm where I am now today, because I looked and observed different people in different circumstances. Like, oh no, I could be myself. Like, you being yourself. Okay, you can feel a way about it, and everybody feel like that, but then what? You feeling you have to still go home to yourself. Ain't nobody about to be there. Bills still about to get paid from you. You still about to dress yourself in the morning and put your... It don't matter. You know what I'm saying? Do you. If that's what make you feel good, as far as like, yeah, don't go out of character. Like, you know, do what women do, and you a man, but taking care of yourself can't be womanly. That's crazy.
Yeah, real talk, real talk. Going into second quarter of the year, leading out of the year, man, what's your goals, what's your aspirations with your whole career and everything you got going?
Yeah, I just want the world to really hear what I'm saying. Not just listen to me. I want to, you know, listen to me. I want the world to hear what I'm saying for real. And that's just being humble, because I don't think of it like that every day, like my normal. But now that I'm starting to understand like what music do, you know, like while I was always turned off music and like it changed the vibe and environment. Now I'm like, okay, I could change the environment with the music. Everybody ain't got to be tough all the time. I could change the narrative to where people can be themselves, or people could do this without feeling crazy, or, you know what I'm saying? Well, I done been through it all in my eyes, in my head. So if I done been through it all and I'm still here mentally straight, I could have been back in prison, dead. Definitely could have been there. Like in a lot of situations I could have been there, but I've been spared, you know what I'm saying? So from that point, it's just to get out to the world, like, you know, just do your thing, you know what I'm saying? And I could only do it through the music for real. That's what everybody really listen to. I tried it through art, I tried it through clothes, you know, and maybe somebody can do it, but it might not be for me, because the rap going the best for me right now, so I'm gonna go with that. But I done tried everything. Business, but business set up, like, you know what I'm saying? I tried everything, but, you know, what's sticking to me right now is the rap. So I feel like that's what God want me to put out there through the music.
Real talk.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Any message to your fans, supporters, and future fans and potential fans? What would you tell them?
I would tell them to listen to that still voice in their head or in their gut, because, you know, first brain here, second brain here, or vice versa. When you get that feeling, don't ignore it. Listen to the guide. That's what that'd be. And then from there, I feel like, you know, being yourself, you know, and stuff like that. But I feel like you should listen to yourself more.
Real talk.
And I feel like all y'all should listen to yourself a little bit more than listen to other people. Listen to other people maybe 30% of the time, because they right. And then you got you, listen to yourself after that. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what you got to do.
Yes, sir.
So get on it.
Yes,
I ain't saying play with it. But when you take a step, God gonna take two. So don't play with it. Just go for what you know. That's probably be my advice. Go for what you know. If you know it, you know it for a reason. God gave it to you for a reason. Use it. And that's what I say.
Yes, sir,
Go
man.
for what you know.
Yes, sir, man. Well, I'm definitely looking forward, you know what I mean, to seeing everything that you know, got going. Definitely salute to the motion that you've been making thus far. You know what I mean? Just being a trendsetter, you know what I mean? Somebody that's not, following. Man, gratitude, bro.
Yeah, you're inspiration.
Gratitude.
100%.
Gratitude, bro.
100%.
Gratitude, man. And, you know, even with you, like I say, just being innovative, not following, you know, the norm, daring to be different, but still keeping it G and keeping it thorough. Like, you know, we need to have more examples like that. You know what I mean? More people, you know, pushing the envelope like that. You know, that's the only way that, you know, change take place is when you got somebody that's, you know, that dares to, you know, not follow the status quo. You know what I mean? So definitely 100%. Salute to you, bro. Until next time, man, y'all make sure y'all tap in. Again, let the people know the project and what singles or anything they should be looking for on the project.
Yep, I got, you know, romantic trap music. It's your boy GuyLordeDega to start off, but romantic trap music is my EP just released. You know what I'm saying? Go check it out. It's fire. You know, you got whatever you want is on there. So go check it out. You know what I'm saying? I have a few singles, you know what I'm saying? I got a single Stuck, which is gonna go crazy. You know what I'm saying? You know, I just found my sound, so please go check it out. You know what I'm saying? When I drop Stuck, y'all know my sound there. That's my sound I'm going for. So I appreciate y'all, and I appreciate bro for this opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Check me out on all platforms, GuyLordeDega. GuyLordeDega is going down.
That's what it is, man. GuyLordeDega, the Foreign Magazine, Pulse of the Culture. Let's get it.
Let's do it.
My guy. Yes, sir.
That was beautiful right there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.